GDBs.
All right, we're just gonna get this shroud taped up here, because it did, in fact, as I came over here, since I didn't have it strung up before I left, the weight of it, and it came apart. Now, of course, the painter's tape is going to hold it together, but painter's tape is not a structural product. It's not meant to hold up any weight or anything. So, and of course, I don't want to do duct tape on this because I want to be able to take it off and flip it back to the winter setup when I'm ready. Excuse me. All right, one more ought to get it done. One more ought to get it done. String this thing up. Give it some load-bearing strength here. All right, I'll get her done. There. 81T is good to go. All right, we got the hole already cut. Looks like it needs to be just a little bit bigger. For the ring, we've already got the custom ring set up. We want just shy of 6 inches, just shy of 6 inches there. So we should be able to get our ductwork right over top of that and then attach just like we did for the 81T Heat the Dwelling setup. All right, guys, we got the custom hat in place, cut to size, screwed off onto the main HVAC, and also taped off to seal in all the flow so it goes into the main HVAC and into the dwelling. So I'm going to get, while I'm down here, the ductwork for the KS1 attached, taped off. I think I'm going to get this permanently taped here because this particular part of the permanent heat the dwelling system, I then can cut way out here 4 or 5 feet out and then hook up to the main line that's going to be going out the dwelling for the summer setup. I do have the heat disbursement shroud that's going to go on the back of the KS1 right here. We'll be waiting on the KS1 for that, as well as my summer tri-to-1 heat disbursement fork that will end up having all the miners tap in to the 6-inch line and out the house. Of course, we'll keep an eye on the CFM, the volume, the pressure of the air that's heated and shot out so that the machines stay as cool as possible down here in the mine. All right, guys, we've got the KS1 permanent setup for heat the dwelling system put in here. I plan on being in this dwelling for quite some time, the foreseeable future, so we should be able to use this system many times. And who knows, once I get a secondary place, we'll have another system there as well, and I can do the same thing. Hopefully I never sell this place. I like this place unless we outgrow it, and how things can happen. So, but yes, it's permanently in. Here we go. And then here's the rest of it. It's going to end up going over there. I'm going to have the KS1. I got a nice little spot right in front of the 87T and the 81T where we can have the KS1 sit. Now we need to install the receptacle for the 220 off of the 220, the 20 amp 220 that we kept originally when we were building. Now, we never knew we were going to be here, did we, guys? We didn't know that we were going to be getting a KS1. We didn't know that we were going to be freaking going absolutely bonkers on burning the supply. I mean, we had an idea, but so we kept that breaker, so that's cool. We're going to end up using that. We're going to have KS1 written on here as soon as it shows up. We're going to have another line coming out. Pardon me. I probably should have a mask on, but I'm just doing the dang thing. And then run a line out here. Probably have the receptacle right in this area here, or run the line over. This A-Dog's a little bit more difficult. It's not quite as bendable as other items. And then we can have the 87T and the KS1 running off of the one timer here. And with the data that we've been collecting, I plan on having the KS1 running 24/7, especially with the amount of wattage that it uses. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there after winter time. Maybe hardwiring in the KS1 and or getting another. I'm not going to need to turn it off and on, guys. I'm going to be running it all the time, so we're still collecting data. I mean, there's a possibility that we may have the 87T and the KS1 in the summertime running 24/7, and then kick on the 81T, vice versa, once we see peak solar come out, because the data so far is showing that we're doing really well collecting solar and crediting it to the grid. Excuse me. So at this point in time, we're just going to continue to collect the data and move forward with our recipe for burning as much gem as possible. Okay, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Hey, so anyway, get into the Telegram. The link is in the description. You can get gem on Pancake Swap and CZ Swap. CZ Cash. The swap is cz.cash. Hey, check us out. Come into the Telegram. You got to do this. We are getting more miners. More people are mining, and you too can mine too. You can mine in your PC. You can mine with GPU. You can mine with your ASICs. You can get involved in the GreenMiner revolution. Back to the video. All right, guys, we got the second breaker wired up to the second receptacle from the product items that we purchased from the store. We've got 220 20 amp receptacle right here, ready for the C19 cable of the KS1. Yeah, we got that all wired up. Of course, I don't have the plate cover because it must have fell out of the shopping cart before I got to check out. I was in a hurry for another AMA. Yeah, I'm just glad I didn't pay for it and like leave it in the cart or lose it in the parking lot after I paid for it, so that's cool. But we are seeing that for some reason this breaker is acting limp here, and it's never been used before. I bought that from the store, so if in fact once we charge the system up, that's what I was about to do. I was about to charge the system up, get the 81T and the 87T rolling. I don't know if maybe the power surge gets it to function properly, but I've never seen that's you know, usually how your fuse is looking when it's totally out. You know, when it's been tripped, it goes to that mode. But I can't get it to stay in on mode, so it's probably a bad fuse. I'll take it back to the store and get a replacement. We were able to collect the data showing that the heat pump is drawing so much energy that we'll be able to run the Pro miners pretty much 24/7 and burn gems. So I'm really excited about that, because I had no idea that that was going to be the case. I had seen the AC unit use, you know, roughly about 4,000 watts, and to see the heat pump on the last day and it being, you know, anywhere from 15,000 to 19,000 watts or more, you know, pumping heat into the house, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, I don't know if it tricked me, it was glitching me, I have no idea. But at this point, the data shows that it is going to be more cost effective, efficient, and planet friendly to have these miners running, heating the home, than the heat pump running, which I didn't think that at all. I thought that the heating system was going to be just like the AC system as far as being around that, you know, 5,000 or whatever while running it. So with that being said, here we are. I'm in the EcoPlug app that I control the miners from. Our Wi-Fi timers right here. If you're joining us for the first time on YouTube, you got to check out my other videos of how these heavy-duty Wi-Fi boxes I've used 240 volt to control the miners to burn down the gem supply. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn on 81 and 87 right now. There you go. You hear the timers clicking on. Machines are coming on. Start getting loud. And they're going to start sending heat from the miners into the house and heat the house. Be on the lookout for the KS1 coming, because we're going to hook the KS1 up into the house as well. Something on that Bonnie.
425 win. Shout to the social. Giddy giddy beast.